No, George Pickens this year. I mean, is it like based on what your eyes tell you? Has he not been better than CeeDee Lamb?
Yes.
That's obvious. I mean, I feel like
Eye test.
if you want to know why it's so obvious, because you watch them on the same team.
Yeah.
So you are watching them both at the same time, and more times than not, you come away with the takeaway that, oh yeah, that guy number 3 looks better than 88. I mean, you even made a tweet not too long ago that they should put number 88 on number 3.
That was rude.
George Pickens should wear number 88. That's how much he moved you. Correct.
No. I was moved like hell. This guy Pickens with the ball
Was
in his
that the
hands.
Thanksgiving game?
No. The Thanksgiving game, he was okay. It was the game before that. Was it against Philly?
It was
Might have
against
been
the
a Philly
Philly.
game.
Yeah, bro.
Philly,
It was.
He lost
was
Cooper
out-
DeJean and-
Yeah, bro. He was going
No,
crazy.
Cooper was getting fried that
He
game.
was getting barbecue
fucking fuck.
chicken.
Can't- I mean,
And
it's
Pickens
Pickens, I
also
can't be
has,
mad.
as simple as it is,
It's celebrations.
that
calm.
is
I've
hard.
never seen Coop get fucked like that. The shit was.
Pickens
the shit
is playing that
So
ridiculous,
you were
bro.
watching, you were
level.
like, damn, bro.
Because
nah,
every time somebody
Pickens
called it,
is-
I was like, "Who that?" And I'm like, "Coop!" Like the fuck again, bro. And it's
He
like,
thought it was Reed Blankenship.
I was hoping it was, bro. Like I'm like, but you know who did get fried?
So
that
you guys
game,
do know that there's a
Never.
potential opportunity that we could get George Pickens on the show.
Really?
Yes, there is.
Does
Really?
he watch us?
Yes, it's not that he watches us, but we're on the same management.
Yo, Pickens, you the best I've ever seen. I'm just saying that from the bottom of my heart. Come here, Glaze Fest.
So
Hour and a
George
half.
Pickens, maybe we can reach out and maybe we could get something
some
happening.
strings.
He
Maybe-
could pull up on a podcast.
Now things are making sense.
Right
Yes.
now, he's
Things
they're
are
the playoff
making
push right now.
sense.
Also think that he's better than Puka Nacua.
You're lying.
I'm not.
You're lying.
I'm pumping the brakes just a little bit. Just a little bit. Puka Nacua, the history, what he's put up throughout his career. George Pickens has been great. I actually don't think, because we were talking about this in pre-recorded, I don't think the Cowboys are going to get cute with Pickens. I think they're just going to pay him.
I think they should.
I feel like Jerry loves flash. He loves sexy. He loves offense.
He loves drama too.
George Pickens, why wouldn't he want to have CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens this year? Like Jerry, just from a businessman, as an entertainer, there's nothing more entertaining. Like the Cowboys are one of the most entertaining teams in the NFL.
Yo, bro, can we be honest? Jerry Jones
It's cooking.
has been chefing a Michelin star
He's been
meal.
cooking, man.
Jerry Jones, wow. I'm so moved. It's ridiculous. And shout out to the Jerry World documentary on Netflix. Y'all know I was talking about that a nauseating amount before the season started. What a documentary to see like the highs of Jerry. It's got to be scripted that now the Dallas Cowboys are locking in and now one of the hottest teams in the league.
Yeah, they got a tough schedule though. Like to make the playoffs, realistically, they might have to win the division.
They have to win out.
If they make the playoffs, I'm saying it now, I'm not taking any team to beat them.
The Rams.
I would take the Rams because I've been with the Rams since day one this season. I would take them, but I would feel horrendous.
It would do wonders for Dak Prescott if he had a playoff run. Because I really do think we talk about underrated quarterbacks. To me, he's the most underrated quarterback.
Easily.
Because I feel like we talk about Jordan Love a lot, but I feel like Jordan Love gets plenty of praise.
Well, Dak is a 10-year veteran.
No, for sure. He's veteran. He's been, in the league for a while. But when people think of Dak, I think they think of him as a playoff choker. They think of him as just like a Dallas Cowboys quarterback. He is a top 10 quarterback. And he has shown when he's healthy, the Cowboys have the best offense in football more often than not. Or at least a top 3 to top 5
I don't disagree
unit.
at all.
Well, he's a Hall of Famer. Dak Prescott is. Dak Prescott, he got drafted to a great situation, but the situation deteriorated pretty quickly. I also think that the head coach he's had has never been a great head coach. Brian Schottenheimer is proving a lot of people wrong now.
Yes.
And he has really creative offensive game plans, and maybe all the time sitting back as an assistant really helped him. But the Cowboys have aced the offseason. They drafted Tyler Booker, who he shut down Jalen Carter. I mean, he made him look like he wasn't one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Tyler Booker has been one of the best interior offensive linemen as a rookie. They're building something there.
Javonte was a minimum signing that they picked up. He's been great for them.
And then Pickens and CD, that's the best wide receiver doing football right now. And the Quinnen Williams trade is just taking them to a different level. Like, I think the Dallas Cowboys, they can make a serious run. But no, I think George Pickens also is making a serious run as being one of the best receivers in the league. Like, I think Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase are pretty stamped.
Yeah.
Then we get into the JSN conversation. I think he's number 3. I think JSN, he's on pace to have one of the best receiver seasons that we've seen. This past week, put him behind the 8 ball and catching Calvin
First
Johnson.
bad week of the season.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy about it.
But this
No
is
slight to Jason, it's just
this
Calvin's
is the
my
type of
guy.
history we're talking about, though, like catching Calvin. That's the type of season he's having. And then Pickens, I mean, he can have a debate with anybody else in the
Did
league.
you ever
When you're
say
talking about
this year?
just this season, it's him and JSN in terms of most impressive
Yes,
receivers.
but I feel like with George Pickens, it's kind of unfair to use previous seasons as a gauge to measure him because we know that he was held back by a bad offense and a bad quarterback.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, we've also, the Real have acknowledged that George Pickens was one of the more underrated receivers in the league. Like, that's been a conversation for a long amount of time.
It's both ways, though, because I do think George Pickens, more than anything, he was a product of his environment. But we also see if you are the elite of the elite, like a top 5 guy, you can overcome an environment. He didn't do that. He's doing that now. But I'm just saying, like, if he was always this top 5 guy, I think we would have seen some
Hold
more of
on,
it in
because
Pittsburgh.
it just hit me. And I'm not a man who likes to pull these often. But I'm going to pull it now. Were you this high on George Pickens coming to the season?
No.
You weren't.
Nobody was.
Whoa, this high? No. Top 5? No.
Everyone, I mean,
You
we
knew
agreed
he was going to
talented.
be a dog this season.
Yeah.
At least I would hope.
But a dog, but like 1,200 yards, not like 1,600 plus.
Fair enough. If he has 1,600 still, I'd be stunned.
what's
That's
he on pace
amazing
for, like,
season.
14?
Well, I thought that this year he'd make a contribution. I think he'd be the best wide receiver too. I mean, we talked about it before the year. You know, when we were talking about fantasy football,
I was
that
gonna
was a
say,
guy.
that was my guy. I needed George Pickens in
Yes.
every league.
He's
That
projected
was-
for 1,600
That's
yards.
crazy.
That was a guy I was targeting in every league because I felt like he was going to go off with Dak. I didn't see him surpassing CeeDee Lamb in the pecking order in Dallas. That's number one. Even when CeeDee was out, he played like an elite wide receiver.
superstar.
And the Steelers situation did a lot in ruining the perception of him because they didn't use him in any creative way. They only used him on post routes and go routes. And he's shown this year one of his most effective routes has been slant routes. And then if he doesn't get the ball, he's throwing a temper tantrum on the sideline. That's what Pittsburgh was. And Dallas, he's been allowed to flourish. Like, we talk about Puka Nacua and George Pickens. Like, yeah, we can say Puka Nacua had better production to start his career, but he's also played with Matthew Stafford the entire time.
Yeah.
If Puka Nacua got drafted to the Steelers and was with Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph, I'm sure we're not looking at those
with
numbers
you.
being similar.
No, I'm with you.
You know, so I think George Pickens' situation did a lot of like injustice to how good he was. And now in Dallas, with a great quarterback and a great offense, this is what we can see from him on a consistent basis. And he's been the most dominant receiver. I feel like it's hard to overlook how dominant he is on a week-to-week basis. There is legitimately no corner that I trust to cover him outside of probably Passer 10 in the league. That's it.
And even still, you feel like he's going to get at least 1 or 2 on PS2.
Yes.
That's what he's playing
like
right
Sauce
now.
Gardner, he got a touchdown on him
What the fuck? Don't fucking. Yo, you got one.
against
or two.
the Eagles.
You got
I mean,
one or
he
two.
was like mossing everybody,
No, he
making
wasn't.
crazy catches.